Hi everyone. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I hope you're having a good Friday.
Oh, little girlie.
Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. It's wonderful to have you here. Honored to be able to share some healing energy with all of you. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions for your greater healing good or your general well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And then after that, I'm going to send you some beautiful Reiki over that grid and some beautiful music wherever you happen to be and whenever you're watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one healing session or a tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. And I've got the beautiful little Gertie cat here with me saying hello to all of you. I hope you all are safe. There is some serious weather going on. Speaking of that, it will be hitting Philadelphia as just a really heavy rainstorm in probably for like right before the second stream, right before the 8 p.m. stream. So if for any reason I go poof, that's why. But with that said, let's go ahead. Let's say hello to everybody. Let's start building that beautiful crystal grid and let's get to feeling better.
What do you think, Gertie?
Oh, yes. You agree. Okay, good stuff.
I've got cat hair stuck in my lipstick. Yes, I do.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you brought us purrs. How lovely. So, Chris, let's see. Okay, good stuff. Okay, we got Chris, we got Jenny, Renee, Lori, Dell, Lila Ray, Joanna. It's wonderful to see you. And Flower. Hope you and yours are all good. Yeah, let's see. I might have skipped some folks there. Oh, awesome. So good to see you all. Yeah, I was just out and it was beautiful. It's like, I love the cooler weather, not necessarily 3 degrees, but cooler. And it was nice. Doesn't look like it's about to be a whole storm in just a couple of hours, but it is. So yeah, I'm just hoping we don't get as much flooding as we did last time, but everybody stay safe out there. So let's go ahead. Good to hear about Ava for sure. Let's see what some of our requests are.
Oh, little Gertie. You have to share me for just a couple of hours. Sorry, Booba.
Okay, so let's definitely get for Ava, which is Chris's dog who's struggling health-wise. Let's bring in some leopard skin jasper. This helps with healing animals as well as our connection to our animals and even our animal guides and guardians.
You want to play with it? Yeah, you go right ahead. You picked a good one there.
It's also excellent for calling upon love, especially a soulmate type relationship. Wonderful for coordination and balance and anything impacting the skin. So that is leopard skin jasper. And I'm going to get a couple of Chris's requests and then I'm going to sprinkle in the rest as we go. Let's bring in some rose quartz, selenite, and emerald. Rose quartz we're all somewhat familiar with, but it's a really exceptional stone to help in a way kind of reaffirm our connection to unconditional love. This is one that greatly fills our heart center when we feel emotionally depleted. If you're working towards accepting higher caliber, better quality types of relationships, or you're setting an intention to be open to maybe being more open to deserving of love or feeling deserving of love, this is a lovely stone that can help you recalibrate and see your intrinsic lovability, see that you are a divine manifestation of love and you absolutely deserve that love in return. So this can be a really helpful stone if you are making changes in the type of relationships that you want to have. Emerald is helpful for healing skin and tissue, and also bringing a lot more like zest into our life. If you feel like you're in a bit of a rut, this is one that can help kind of pull you out of it and reinvigorate your passions in life. Helpful too for bronchitis, the lungs, upper respiratory, the whole pulmonary cardiac system. Really helpful for that. Also helpful for restoring our sense of self, especially about our appearance. If you're struggling with a little less confidence in your appearance, that's one that can help you kind of look at yourself in a different light and see yourself a little differently and help to rebuild that confidence. And here is, and by the way, that was emerald. And here is selenite. Selenite is lovely for connecting with our guides as well as our angels. Really helpful for clearing our energy field, and even the energy of a room. As you see, it reflects nothing but pure white light. And this is one of the ways that I actually clear the energy of crystals. I just put a few crystals on or near a piece of selenite for several hours, and it does a great job of clearing the stone. It's so powerful and helpful that I actually always keep this piece right here just beneath the grid for every single session. So that's selenite. And let's see, we'll get a couple more. We'll do rhodochrosite. This helps with the lungs as well as stress headache, and it's wonderful for mother-child bonding and also for any kind of wounds or emotional wounds around maternal connection. Helpful too for the heart and circulation, as well as connection to ancestors and even deceased animal companions. So that is rhodochrosite. Let's go ahead and place that here. There we go. And I'll grab one more of your requests. Let's do, and then I'll fold the rest in as we go. I'll bring in iolite. Iolite is helpful for clairvoyance. That's our spiritual sight. It's wonderful for money management, better sleep, and for even weight loss. This is a great stone to call upon for that. If you are doing any kind of shamanic journeying or visionary meditation, iolite is an excellent choice to help connect with that. So let's put some iolite here and here. And I will keep folding in your requests as we go. And thank you so much for being here, Chris. It's good to see you. Tink, welcome in. Rocio, welcome in. Yeah, we're looking at some weather, Jenny. You're not wrong. Oh, Flower, you've been learning tarot by watching the older videos I did. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there is a flood warning in Philly. We still do have some floodwaters in some places from a couple days ago. Luckily where I am, I'm cool. I'm really okay here. There's other parts of the city where my heart really goes out to them. But yeah, it's something. It is. I've lived in Philly 20 years and I've never seen this kind of flooding as I have in the last 5. It's really scary. Let's see. And let's see who else. Okay. I will get to everybody's requests, by the way, before we move into the crystals. Just making sure I'm not leaving anyone out. Okay. All right. So next on down we have, oh yeah, I'm staying warm. I'm in layers, but right now it's actually pretty warm out. It's going to be apparently Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to get really cold. Yeah, I'm grateful to have clothes to layer, and grateful to have a washer dryer in the building so that I can easily do laundry. There's so many things I'm grateful for, especially in light of weather. Let's see. So for Dell, we've got some great requests. Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Agate. So Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Agate. And Flower, I'm working on what I want to do for a crystal class. Or not a crystal class. I'm working on that too. But a tarot class. I'm working on that too. So I will keep everybody posted. It won't be right away because I'm really thorough. I want my classes to be super great. Like, I want it to be as good as my Reiki classes. So I'll take my time, but I will let you know when it's ready. And Crazy Lace Agate, Garnet, Aventurine, and Garnet. Clear Quartz, Kambaba Stone. There we go. Okay. So first one we have here is Crazy Lace Agate. This is excellent for balance as well as phobias and helping us to regain courage. Helpful too for confidence, protection, the skin, eyes, and speech. And it also helps support and harmonize the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus. Heart is everything you would think the heart to be, and the solar plexus is our center of self and personal identity. It also helps with spider medicine. And if you, whether you have phobias of spiders or if you do feel very close to them and you feel like it's a guardian for you, either way, this is the stone for you. Also helps with connecting with energy of the past. Kambaba stone is often called Kambaba jasper, but it's technically not a jasper. And these are both Kambaba stone. One's tumbled and one is raw. Kambaba stone is actually fossilized blue-green algae. It is very powerful for connecting to the earth and the environment. So if you're doing any kind of earth-related healings or helping the ecology, this is an excellent stone. It's also really helpful for intuition, meditation, as well as courage and confidence, and for connecting with one's ancestors, as well as the areas of earth that your ancestors either inhabit now or once did. This is helpful for connecting with them as well as learning about them, and this also helps boost learning, particularly foreign languages. So that is Kambaba stone. Next is aventurine. This helps to greatly expand our vision of who we are and what we're capable of doing. It's deeply encouraging. So if you're someone that often feels like you're struggling with yourself saying, oh, I could never do that, I could never learn that, this is a stone that can help you to open up and maybe see yourself at least trying to do it. It's one that also brings a lot of support for allergies, eye problems, heart rhythms, and fertility. It's my favorite stone to recommend to folks that are tech phobic. Like, oh, I could never learn that. Like, almost scared of the tech that they'll do something wrong. Aventurine is the kind of stone that makes you feel like it's safe to play and try. Garnet helps with courage and creativity, as well as organization and practicality. If you're trying to figure out the best way to get everything done in a short amount of time, if you're trying to take new technologies or new perspectives into how you do things, this is a stone that can help you to take a totally fresh look at something and really get efficient about it. Wonderful too for balance and strength in times of change. And in general, just sort of being open to positive change. So that is garnet. It's also January's birthstone. And Dell, I hope your birthday was lovely. Indigo Gabbro is really, really helpful for taking a deep look inside and seeing what ways we trip ourselves up, the ways in which we sort of become our own undoing detrimental tendencies. That's a good way to put it. This helps with everything from integrating our spiritual connection to deep shadow work to intuition, things like dreams, and even just those things that you know and you're not sure how you know them. This can help bring them through. Wonderful too for menstrual issues and even menopause. Indigo gabbro, this beautiful like purple and black, this is a stone that can also be seen around in the market, like if you're purchasing any. And by the way, these are from my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Sometimes it's sold as indigo gabbro, sometimes as mystic merlinite, same stone. So that is indigo gabbro. Okay. And clear quartz. So I've got some fun clear quartzes. I'm always looking for so many of my stones that are all over the place. So these are double terminated, meaning two-pointed clear quartz. And these are natural. These were not carved into this shape. These just formed that way in nature. And this can help set direction and can help set energy in both directions. If you take a double terminated crystal point and kind of hold it in the center, it'll help to align your energy. And clear quartz can also be really helpful as like a blank slate, as well as almost like a booster. This can help to boost the energy of any other crystals around it, and it can hold our intentions. You can use a piece of clear quartz to essentially make it into your own healing talisman, or even have it stand in for crystals that you don't have in your collection. So we will bring these in, and that is again clear quartz. Awesome. Actually thinking maybe this is the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And thank you. It's so good to see you, Dell. Little tree, I hope you're doing well. The blue stones on the left and right side, these are iolite. IOLITE, iolite. It's a little hard to get. These are like so dark yet so light, and the camera just gets so confused by iolite. Yeah. Oh, Valerie, a stone to help for the environment. Absolutely. Yeah, we just put one in. We just put in Kambaba stone. This is excellent for everything that has to do with the environment, the ecology, everything from the plants to the water to everything in between, the flora, the fauna, and the weather. For sure. There actually is, and I am going to get to everyone's requests. There is another stone that can be really helpful with anything having to do with the earth and nature. I'm going to bring that into, and I'm sure there's someone that can use this for other reasons too, but this is green kyanite. This helps the throat, chest, lungs, heart, as well as really being supportive for asthma, getting over a cold. When the Omicron variant was spiking, a lot of folks found that this was helpful for them to feel better. Certainly not to, totally make it go away, if only it were that easy. But lots of folks said that this was somewhat helpful. It's also great for balancing and blending spirituality with our regular everyday life, our mundane life. And it's excellent for connecting with the plants, the spirits of Earth, and the ecology of Earth. Wonderful too for gaining wisdom from our intuition, like truly learning from our intuition. So let's go ahead and put that there too. And all the best for you in New Jersey. I'm in Philly, and it's where I am. I'm extremely lucky, but Yeah, it's scary times for sure. I'm glad that you're here. You're in Michigan and there's a full-on blizzard? Oh my goodness. I have a friend in Chicago and she's like, this is ridiculous. Okay, good stuff. Oh, and I forgot Super 7. Super 7 is superb for intuition. In every way one could possibly be intuitive. This is also really helpful for working towards larger goals, like showing up consistently every day to get to your end goal. This helps support that. Whether you're connecting with intuition through your dreams, tarot cards, listening, meditation, however you do it, this can really boost it, as well as helping strengthen your energy field. Wonderful for peace, harmony, and unity consciousness. That's the awareness that we are all interconnected and that what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves as well. Wonderful too for healing past life things, karma, and this is another one that helps earth healing. So Dell is always here requesting good earth healing stones, and we deeply appreciate that. Thanks, Dell. And everyone else too. The earth can certainly use the healing. There we go. So that is Super 7. Super 7 has 7 different types of crystal in it, including cacoxenite and amethyst. So thank you for being here. Jenny, safe travels through this weather. Financial prosperity, luck, blue appetite, celestial guardian protection, and guidance. Female reproduction health, health of nature and ecosystems. Yeah, we're all on the same wavelength today, as often happens, if not always happens. So let's see, safe travels. Moonstone, financial prosperity, citrine. We've got blue appetite. Celestial guardian protection and guidance. Lady health. Cool. So blue appetite is helpful for, as funny as it is, being that it's called appetite, it helps with our relationship with food. It helps to balance and improve it. Whether you've got goals around weight loss or even weight gain, or just shifting the relationship that you have with food and the role it plays in your life, whatever that might look like to you, this can help keep that really healthy and really in your best interest for where your body is right now. Wonderful too for learning about our soul's purpose and giving us the courage to enact it and bring our soul's purpose to reality. Wonderful for strengthening our auric field, which is something every empath could use. It makes it a lot easier to keep your energy to yourself and not take on the energy of others. Also helpful for inner peace and harmony. So let's go ahead and bring this in. That is blue appetite. So if you have a wellness, fitness kind of goal for this year and you want to keep it really in alignment with what's in your highest good, blue appetite's a good one. Pink tourmaline is really helpful for anything GYN related, any kind of women's health issues. This can be really supportive. It's wonderful too for nerve pain as well as migraines and headaches in general. Great for hormones and also for mother-child bonding, as well as dispelling and breaking up a negative self-image so that you can start to see yourself with fresh eyes. Angelite is really helpful for connection to celestial guardians, whether it's your angels, your spirit guides, all of the above. Angelite helps with that connection. It also helps to enhance the experience of sound healing, if you're into that kind of thing. It's very, very protected, and it helps you to feel really connected to source so that you can feel your guardians around you. So yeah, we will bring in Angelite. Let's do this. There we go. So that's Angelite. Citrine will help us bring in some financial abundance. This is an excellent financial abundance stone, and also resources, the things you need, like a roof over your head and a car if you need one. I live in a city and thankfully don't, but all the things you need to survive and thrive. Helpful too for balancing logic with intuition, which helps for really great decision making and planning abilities. Also helps with addiction and compulsions, as well as fibromyalgia pain and even nausea. So whatever you're looking to call in abundance this year, citrine is here to help. Natural citrine is more of a brown orange than a bright yellow. And also for safe travels, as well as some ecological help, let's bring in some moonstone. Moonstone helps us to connect with the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, and especially the lunar the lunar cycles. One thing to mention is that yesterday was the new moon in Capricorn, and new moon has the lowest tides of the 28-day lunar cycle. So we're very grateful that it was not a full moon, because we would have a lot more flooding. This also is really helpful for, especially if you're reading tarot and you keep getting the High Priestess. I always feel like this is very connected with the High Priestess. Not only is it protective of travelers, it's very protective of women, and it's a lovely stone to work with if you're connecting with older, like wise woman techniques, well woman techniques, old spirituality, old healing methods, as well as calling on romance and love and a soulmate type partnership. This is wonderful for it. So yeah, connecting with the divine feminine. It's a very dynamic stone, and this can definitely help support anyone that is traveling. So that is Moonstone. And thank you so much for being here, Jen. Whoop, there we go. That's a little better. Lots of love to you. I still don't have any jade, Lori, so definitely put yours in. Larimer, opal, ruby. Larimer, ruby. And rose quartz is already in there. Emerald's in there. Azurite, lapis, rhodonite, peacock ore. You got it. So azurite is really helpful for creativity. So this is insight, intuition, really tapping into your creativity, helps with awakening the spiritual self, and it also helps with dissolving obstacles and energy blockages. Wonderful for gaining spiritual wisdom and also relieving worry and indecision. Helpful for quieting the mind during meditation or energy work, and it helps with spinal alignment as well as muscle spasms and even tics. So we will bring in azurite. Larimer, which I'm wearing currently. A little harder to see that way. There we go. Larimer helps with connecting to your spiritual purpose and for separating the ego from your spiritual work. Also really helpful for, as you walk your spiritual path, you're going to need to be a bit of a pioneer, because our spiritual path is only for us. It's not a path that has been broken yet. So this gives you the courage and the confidence to be that pioneer that you need to be while you do that. So that is Larimer. Larimer is found in the Dominican Republic. That is the only place on earth that we know it to exist at this point. So that is Larimer. ruby goes really well with garnet, particularly. Ruby helps with love and fertility, but it's also wonderful for making decisions, releasing fear, the courage to be yourself, and it lends a lot of help when it comes to management as well as leadership abilities. Wonderful for fibromyalgia pain as well as financial stability, and if you've been struggling with nightmares, ruby is a good one to help kind of keep that at bay and help bring that to an end. So that is ruby. Rhodonite is one of my favorite stones for the lungs, asthma, autoimmune stuff, allergies, all of those things I struggle with. Really helpful for all of them. It also helps with healing a broken heart so that you can open your heart to love once again. It's wonderful for helping with overcoming breakup and divorce, as well as even grief to some extent. Wonderful for moving through past emotional abuse and the pain that it has left you with, as well as dealing with any kind of insecurities. So that's rhodonite. So there, we'll put rhodonite in here. Okay. And peacock ore, which also goes by chalcopyrite. This can be helpful for executive function and like big level planning. Whether you're losing a lot of things and you're looking for things that are lost, whether it feels like your schedule just isn't coming together, or you have some like really big plans that need making, this can really support that. This is also really, really beneficial for anyone that's looking for a sense of like a rebirth, a reconnection, emerging as someone new, whether it's an evolution of who you are or a total like rebirth into a you 2.0. This is a lovely stone. It definitely goes by both names as far as chalcopyrite and peacock ore, and it is beautiful. And thank you, Chris, for supplying us with this beautiful stone. So I'm going to put that here for now, and we will work it into the grid when we see how it all kind of comes together. And thank you for being here, Lori. Creative Diva, good to see you. Lisa. Jennifer, I hope you're doing well. Goddess of Four. Okay, and I'm going to keep on going to get everybody's requests in. I will get everyone's requests before we get into the Reiki. So Joanna Sparkles requests Super 7 or Jet or Sapphire or Ruby, please. So we've got Super 7 and we've got Ruby. Let's bring in Jet and Sapphire. Sapphire will actually really support Jenny's request as well. So Sapphire is a stone that can help support our connection to our angels and our intuitive guidance in a big way. This is a great stone for channeling and mediumship, as well as for just being in connection with our angels and feeling them near. Wonderful too for speedy justice, and it supports the thyroid, eyes, and ears. And it's also recommended for folks with dementia or those who care for and about them. So that is Sapphire. But yeah, it's a great intuitive stone. It can be quite a potent stone of intuition. There we go. Yeah, the camera is just a little bit. Let's see if I can. Started the grid a little low, but there we go. There we go. That's a little better. Jet is exceptional for grief, especially really, really intense grief, whether it's like a spouse or a loved one or an animal companion. This is fossilized wood that's been fossilized very, very quickly through intense heat, usually a volcano. And this is just sort of the nature of that like quick flash of a change to be put through the death process and turned into something completely different. And that's where it really helps us in that grieving process. It can also help us to get deep into our grief without getting kind of stuck in the kind of self-loathing, self-pity kind of place that we can go when we get into grief. So it's really helpful for the whole process of healing grief, whether it's fresh grief or if it's just reactivated and still there. Helps too with anyone who is adjacent to hospice, whether it's someone you care about or if you even work in that kind of an environment. It's also highly protective, especially against anything like paranormal, like the evil eye type stuff, any of that kind of like really nasty energy. This can be quite protective. So I will bring this in. And again, that is jet. And it is a beautiful stone. There we go. So, yep. So that is a great idea. Thank you, Joanna. Lori, intentions for new job and ear healing. Gotcha. Ear healing. Did we get lapis in yet? I think you requested lapis. Ears definitely helped by sapphire. Lapis can help with the ears, whether it's things like inner ear like balance and vertigo, or if it has to do with hearing. This can be really helpful. So that's lapis lazuli. This is also wonderful for communicating openly and honesty with truth and just transparency. It helps to lift the tendency towards disorganization. And I know a few of you are working on shifting that in your lives. This also helps with personal responsibility and integrity, honoring your commitments. It opens up a lot of opportunity in career to move up the career ladder. And in general, it's also great for pain and inflammation. So let's bring in some lapis. I'll just go ahead and put this on top of our moonstone here. And new job. Let's bring in some tourmalinated quartz. Tourmalinated quartz, depending on if it's clear or colored, can look a little different, but essentially it's any quartz that has tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline is known for its ability to repel negative energy and keep it at bay, so it can really help to keep your energy field clear. And because it does that when it goes through quartz, it's really good at breaking up old stuck energy. So old childhood pains or just long ago hurt. This can help, especially if you're working through it and every time you get near it, it's like everything traumatic kind of comes out at once. This can help break it up into smaller bits. Helpful too for emotional scar tissue as well as physical scar tissue in the body and on the body. And wonderful for new opportunities to earn, whether that's a new job, a new side hustle, a new passive revenue kind of situation, all of the above. This really can help with it. Wonderful too for luck and fortune, which I know Jenny requested. And this is another stone that's helpful for protection of travelers, but this is one that's specifically by car. So this will definitely help support some of Jenny's requests as well. So that is tourmalinated quartz. So let's go ahead and where would we like to go with this? Let's see. Oh, we've got plenty of room. Let's bring it in here. There we go. Wonderful. All the best to you, Lori, on finding that job. Oh, Joanna, you're north of Syracuse. Wow. Okay. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Lots of love to you, too. Awesome. So let's see. And I always forget the YouTuber stuff. So if you haven't hit the like button, that's apparently very helpful. So thank you. But what helps more than anything is just you all being here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your requests. Okay, so let's see where else we've... Okay. Oh, Lori, you're asking about emailing me and if that's the best way to contact me. Generally, yes, but I've been having a lot of trouble with just inordinate amounts of spam lately. So I've talked to my my web consultant person, and we're going to work on that in the coming week or so. But yeah, that's a thing. I'll take another look and see if I can see what you sent me. But yeah, I'm getting like hundreds of pieces of spam a day, and it's really hard not to lose track of important emails in that. So I will definitely look for your email, and thank you for reaching out. But that is usually the best way to get a hold of me. And flower, mobility, and fear. You got it. So releasing fear, we had gone, releasing fear, ruby is excellent for, but also there's some other good ones there too. Black onyx. So let's bring in polychrome jasper. This can really help with mobility and also for reinvigorating our passions in life again, especially things that are aligned with our soul's purpose. If you feel like you've been kind of stuck, this is another good stone to help. And it helps in a little bit of a different way. It helps to break up indifference, but it also helps to make us feel like we want to move around a little bit more. Get up, get moving, get walking. If you're having a hard time sticking to your plans for walking or working out or moving around this year, this is a great stone to help. It also helps self-confidence and motivation, as well as joint health and the ability to move. It does help that concept of mobility. Helps the arms and legs. It also helps to work with the Earth Star chakra. That is beneath the root, and that is where we enact our soul's purpose and make it actionable. So we'll put that right out here and here. And then we'll see where they end up, because I have a funny feeling they're going to end up elsewhere in here. So let's see. And black onyx is another stone that's helpful for grief, but it's also wonderful for releasing fear and anxiety. Helps with protection as well as, like I said, grief for sure, but especially with connection to our ancestors. It's also one that helps to relieve self-doubt and renew self-esteem. So we will bring in some black onyx. So all the best to you, flower. I hope you're doing well. Lots of love to you and your whole crew. Tink, you'd like some clarity? Absolutely. And forgiveness. You got it. So, clarity. So we'll bring in some celestite. Forgiveness, we will bring in some aquamarine. So celestite is actually what happens when angelite is in the earth's crust under the right circumstances for long enough. It turns into celestite. So this is one that helps with our connection to angels and guides and also brings in a lot of discernment. So if you're trying to get some clarity and everything seems a little like lost in the fog, this can be really helpful, whether it's that case just with your intuition and understanding it, or just in your own mind. This can be really helpful for clarity. It's also great for connecting with the upper chakras, the crown and the soul star, and just intuition in general, as well as our experience of pain can be improved with celestite because it just lifts our awareness out of our physical body a little bit. So that just changes how we experience pain. So that is celestite for clarity. Aquamarine is great for forgiveness, whether it's the I forgive you to set you free, or I forgive you to give you another chance, or even forgiving ourselves. This is really helpful. It also helps to deflect petty, sneaky, immature kinds of behavior. We jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone for sure. It's also helpful for bringing in a sense of like an invitation for justice and may justice prevail. And it's very helpful for circulation in the body as well as the teeth and the gums. So that is aquamarine. glad you are here. Rocio, you're looking for a stone to help with connection to the higher self and also to help to deal with very difficult situations while staying true to yourself. Absolutely. So let's do connection to higher self is definitely moss agate. And let's bring in do some leopard skin jasper. Awesome. Okay. So first is for the higher self. Let's go ahead and bring in some moss agate. This is highly revered in Chinese medicine. It's thought to help anything that has wind, and that in the body, anything that has wind is something that shouldn't be there and is spreading quickly. And that's viruses, bacteria, fungus, all those things. So if you're sick, if you have an infection, this is thought to be really helpful. It's also wonderful for connecting to nature, releasing fears of the unknown, and it's excellent for connecting with your higher self as well as your inner child. Exceptional too for connecting to unconditional love and with connection to spirit and feeling that connection to spirit. So that is moss agate. For dealing with difficult situations while staying true to yourself, blue tiger eye is the first one that came to my mind. So I'm going to start there. Blue tiger eye is not only very protective, it's also really helpful with calm and easing stress, but also bold, honest communication. This is very much like a stone that helps to protect truth tellers. I often think of it as like the whistleblower stone, but like facts over feelings, speaking your truth, and whether it's spoken or written, any of that kind of way. This very much helps with that, just sort of being firm and, taking in what they're saying. And as I said, this is the facts, like just being firm and in yourself, but also that calm and ease of stress helps you to remain in your integrity while not responding to the frenetic energy outside. It's also thought of as being helpful for teachers and helpful for writing in general. So let's put this here for now. Let's bring some blue tiger eye here and here. And also felt like zebra jasper might do us some good here. So this is beautiful zebra jasper. And this helps with stress and overwhelm and standing up for yourself in the face of that stress and overwhelm. It's great for really being empowering. It gives you a lot of initiative. It makes you feel powerful from within and not power over, but truly to be in one's own power. It helps with muscle spasms. Also helps with breaking through apathy and just that feeling stuck, as well as bone disorders, and helps you to get out of a rut, but also to kind of go with the flow where needed and where appropriate. So that's zebra jasper. So I'm going to bring this in too, and I hope that helps. And thank you for being here. I'm new to working with zebra jasper. It's one of the newer stones, so I'm just getting used to it, and I really like it. But I hope that helps, and all the best to you while you deal with all that. Renee, you'd like some shungite? Absolutely. So actually, this will help with, I was doing some more research on shungite, and because I'm always doing more reading about stones. For forgiveness, this is another stone that's recommended for forgiveness, but it's one I've worked with for a long time in regards to the connection to spirit and unity consciousness. The concept that we're all interconnected, and what we put out into the universe, we put out into ourselves, and we're all one. Very high level crown chakra, enlightenment type energy. So a lovely, lovely stone. It's never a bad day for for shungite, but especially the state of the world. Yeah, let's bring in some shungite. Good stuff, Renee. Thank you for being here. Hey, Vic. I hope you're doing well. Joanna, I saw a TV show today about opal miners. It was cool. I didn't realize there were so many different colors in opal sometimes. Oh, there's so many different colors in opal. And actually, let me see if I can find it. If you'll bear with me a moment. A friend of mine is a jeweler, and she does a lot of work in opal, and she recently did a super cool necklace that only somebody who's been a jeweler for over 40 years could even think of. But yeah. Let's see if she listed it. I don't know if she did. Maybe she didn't list it yet. Or maybe it sold already. I'm not sure. Because if I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up for us. No, I don't see it here. But she's got boulder opals. She's got different and Australian boulder opal. I mean, they don't even look like they're the same stone. Let's see. So I don't know if YouTube is going to let me put this link in the chat, but I'm going to try. This is my friend Janie. She's been a jeweler for over 40 years. She knows her stuff. And this is her shop on Etsy, specifically searching for opal. And even in the few things that she has listed, you can see a lot of different types of things. When she lists the skeleton that she made and the skull is an opal, I will share that in the community tab because it is amazing. And it's the kind of thing only she would think of. So yeah, that's a link to Janie's shop. But yeah, opals are fascinating stones. They're also really sensitive and gentle. Yeah, they don't always work well in things like rings because they just get so much wear and tear. They're more fragile. So that's why they don't make, say, like a good long-term ring, which is unfortunate because it's so pretty. Let's go here. So yeah, but yeah, opal is beautiful. Oh, for your birthday, Dell, you got a Kambaba stone and a Tree of Life selenite plate from your daughter, Lori. I love it. Little tree. I hope you're doing well. And Valerie, you're also looking for a stone to help employment. I did, tourmalinated quartz is really helpful for calling on employment, so that's in there. But I'm also going to add, and also lapis, because that helps with career. But I'm also going to bring in sunstone. Sunstone is actually what I'm wearing on my finger. And actually, my ring that I'm wearing right now is something my friend Janie made. So you can see it here. That is sunstone. And sunstone is really helpful for powerfully expanding our vision of who we are, what we can do, what we can be. It helps you to not play small. This is what it looks like, both tumbled and raw. And yeah, wonderful for luck, but also recognition. So you'll be noticed, especially like resumes being noticed, things like that. Also really helpful with opening up even more career opportunities, but in general with like getting you out there, getting you noticed, and getting you feeling confident in being seen. If you say work for yourself or own a business, this can also help you with like being out there and promoting yourself too. It's also really helpful for phobias. So we will bring in some sunstone and wish you all the best in your job search. And anyone that needs a little extra confidence and boost in that department, this will be good for you too. All the best to you, Valerie. I hope you stay dry. Aragonite and aquamarine. Aquamarine's in there. Let's get some aragonite. So aragonite is great with healing old wounds and supporting emotional strength. It helps to clear our energy fields. And it's also really helpful for balancing hormones and relieving stress, especially stress that's held in the body as tension and pain. Helps with the root chakra as well as the soul star chakra. And again, that's the energy center that helps us enact our soul's purpose and bring it forward. Helps too with the overactive mind. Like if your mind tends to race, this can help reel it in and calm it down and allow you to feel some sense of balance in that regard. And also can be very, very deeply grounding. So that is aragonite. Aragonite is a type of calcite that formed out of mollusks. So this is a fascinating stone. It looks fascinating for sure. And I'm always grateful to bring it in. And like I said, the aquamarine's already in there. So good to see you, Goddess of Four. Jennifer Vatsa, hope you're doing well. Balance, weight loss, diet to avoid becoming diabetic. Oh, we've got some help for that. Serpentine, money manifestation, overcoming algorithm BS. Yep. And love. Yeah, the bane of business owners' existence. Money manifestation. Let's bring in some more pyrite. Algorithm stuff. Let's bring in some cinnabar. We've got both of our weight loss stones in. And Jen actually is the owner of Belladonna's Botanicals, which if you Google that, you'll see her shop and beautiful, beautiful stuff in there. But this is serpentine, and Jen supplied us with this, God, almost 2 years ago, a while ago. And this helps with diabetes, hypoglycemia, all those beautiful things that we have to deal with. And this can really help with like blood sugar. Also great for calcium and magnesium deficiency. And I struggle with both of those, as well as muscle weakness, rashes, and eczema. Helpful too, this is another one that's thought helpful for those with dementia, as well as those who love them and care about them and care for them. And it's also often thought of as helpful for trance meditation. So let's go ahead and bring in some serpentine. And it's as good a time as any to remind everyone that I'm not the healing arts person who's going to tell you, oh, all these will cure all your ills. Don't do anything else for you. No. Everything I do is complementary in nature, and everything I do can complement whatever else you're doing, whatever medicines you take, whatever wellness healing protocols you have. This is just one more thing, and this doesn't, Reiki nor crystal healing doesn't negate anything else. It just adds to it. So lots of love to you wherever you're at in your healing journey. And I hope that this brings you as much peace or relief as it can in your journey. Another stone for abundance is pyrite, and this is fool's gold. It's actually found near real gold, and so it's often thought of as something that calls money in. It's also helpful for intuition while also being good for protection, and it's wonderful for the lungs, fever, and memory. It also helps the body to make the most of Reiki energy during a session. So that's pyrite. And for algorithmic nonsense and stuff and promoting your business, cinnabar or cinnabrite. Here's a closer look at what cinnabar actually looks like, this red. Here, that's a horrible way to see it. Let's try this. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that red in there, that's mercury. That's cinnabar. Mercury is very toxic. So that's why I'm not like touching a big piece of it. It's also very unstable. It doesn't do well in the sunlight and stuff. But humans have used mercury for thousands of years, and it's long been thought of as a merchant stone, helping to call customers into a business. So oftentimes today you'll see it sold as cinnabrite, where the only actual cinnabar in the specimen are those little tiny splotches of red. The rest is quartz, which helps amplify the stone, even though there's less of it there. And this is just a much safer way to handle it. So this is cinnabar or cinnabrite, and that definitely helps businesses and just abundance in general. So lots of love to you. Oh, and love. Let's also do carnelian. This helps with all types of things related to relationships, as well as and relationships broadly, but also the close, intimate relationships in our lives, the romantic ones and the not romantic ones, all aligned. However, this is also really helpful for sexuality, sexual function, fertility, and calling on a soulmate type relationship. Physically, it's wonderful for colds, allergies, and wound healing as well. And so that is carnelian. Yeah, this is everything that you would think of for the sacral chakra, which it's also helpful for creativity. And oh, a sleepy kitty needs to roll over. Okay. Oh. Gertie is still here soaking up the Reiki love. Lots of love to you, Jen. Hope you're doing well. Awesome. Hey, John, welcome back in. Good to see you. Awesome. Absolutely. So let's go. Where did I leave off? And you're welcome, Lori. Oh, Joanna. When your friends ask what you're doing, you say, Danielle Reiki Crystal Grid. Aw, thank you. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh, there we go. Lisa, continued support for your mother's infection. Good. I've got moss agate in there. I really hope she gets better soon, hon. And also your sister's sight, brother's lungs, and everyone's hearts. For you, the difficult job problem, support for good work-life balance, and keeping your energy and lifestyle healthy and balanced in general. Cool. So we've got moss agate in there. We've got ears covered. We've got all the ear stones in there. What about eyes? Eyes, we have aventurine as well as sapphire. So those are the good eye stones. Brother's lungs. We have some good lung stones in rhodonite. Let's bring in some unakite. This helps heart and circulation. And it's also good for metabolism, which might be good for a lot of us who might be working on things like weight loss. This is also really helpful for anything having to do with women's health and well-being throughout any phase of life, but particularly fertility, prenatal, postpartum, menopause, all those things. So this will also be helpful for Jen, and wonderful too for quitting smoking, really for anything addiction related, but particularly this is really helpful for quitting smoking. And so we will bring this in. So that is unakite. And other lung stones we have are rhodonite, green, kyanite, and emerald. We've also got the job problem. We've got ruby, garnet, lapis, sunstone all in there. General balance. feel like red jasper. Yeah, I feel like red jasper wants to come in for that. Like that's my strong intuition there. So red jasper works with the earth, with the root chakra, which is our connection to earth, but also our connection to our physical vitality and the basic nuts and bolts of life on earth. It helps with standing up for yourself and to fight against injustice and bullying. It's very protective spiritually and psychically, and it's excellent for emotional support during long-term convalescence or illness. So I'll bring this in. This is one that can help us to feel like we're not so pulled out of our awareness of our basic needs. It can help in many ways really recalibrate our sense of balance overall, helping to renegotiate what our basic needs are and that they might be greater than we think, and helping to see that they get met. I also have zebra jasper out already, and that can be really helpful for like during times of stress and overwhelm to like find your middle ground and to stand your ground and stand your peace in that time. And I feel like both of those are helpful for you. So keep me posted. Also, blue apatite is in there and some other good things too. So keep us posted. I hope everything's going well and keep up the good work. You've got a lot on your plate and you've really been working at it. Lots of respect. Thank you for the reminder, little tree. Yeah, everybody hit that like button if you don't mind. It actually, I found out recently that that's what helps people get their notifications when the person goes live. And I'm like, why does one have to do with the other? If you sign up for notifications, just get them. But who am I? Again, algorithmic nonsense. But thank you, everyone, for being here is most important. Creative diva, pain relief, increasing joy, leave current job, new job, and identifying purpose, and protection and favor. Gotcha. Identifying purpose. Definitely blue apatite helps with identifying your sense of purpose. But so does chrysocolla. Chrysocolla helps with feeling connected to and feeling like helping you to understand your spiritual purpose and also encouraging you to follow through with your spiritual purpose. It helps you to make decisions that are in alignment with your greater good. And it's also wonderful for finding new means of creative outlets so that you can get to know yourself even better. So that's chrysocolla. Where shall we place you? Let's put one there. And then we'll put this other one here. We'll balance them out at some point. So that's chrysocolla. Leave job, new job, identifying purpose. So the good job, like new job kind of stones, we've got all of them in with sunstone, tourmalinated quartz, and lapis. Got that. Protection and favor. Oh, increasing joy. Let's bring in fuchsite. This helps bring in joy and fun and self-care and allows you to feel like you can have fun just for no other reason than having fun. Like it doesn't have to be for the reason of also getting work done. Helps with spinal alignment, sleep disturbances, carpal tunnel, and any kind of inner child work. But most of all, this can really help us to, in a way, like renew our spirit through just connecting to play, just allowing ourselves to reconnect and be playful humans. So that is fuchsite. So let's see where this would like to go. Let's go here. And here. Here. Here and here. There we go. So that is fuchsite. Pain relief. Gotcha. So we have a lot of pain relief stones from celestite to lapis. This is malachite. It's also really helpful for that. This helps pain, inflammation, and even arthritis specifically. It's also really helpful on the emotional level to process really painful emotions without getting lost in the depths of our emotions. So it's great for releasing the pain of the past and leaving the past behind. Helpful too for depression, anxiety, insomnia. Some folks do claim that it can be helpful for things like seizures, but again, everything I do here is complementary, not a replacement for anything. And it's also helpful for connection with the Archangel Raphael, which I know Chris really wants for Eva. And like I said, pain, but also phobias, particularly fear of flying, but not limited to that. So let's see. Let's put some malachite here and here. And here and here. So that's malachite. And another protection stone, let's bring in red tiger eye. This helps to protect against bullies, whether they're mundane, everyday, gaslight, triangulate, spreading rumors, all that kind of nonsense, all the way up to spiritual malevolence and like nasty spiritual workings and psychic attacks. This helps ward off all of them. Also helpful for manifesting financial abundance in a hurry. So it's a good one to know about in case you end up in that situation. But again, that is red tiger eye. One of my favorite protective stones. It is very protective. So there we go. So if you know anybody that struggles with bullies at school or work, that's the stone to get them. Lots of love to you, creative diva. All the best. Vic, for female stuff, we have pink tourmaline in there already, as well as unakite. Energy memory. I will get your intention still. Protection, harmony with housemates, decluttering. Decluttering, the best stones we have for that are lapis and garnet. They're both in there. Energy. Oh, memory, pyrite, that's already in there. Energy and mental focus we have covered with bumblebee jasper. Do be careful with this specimen too. It has large amounts of both sulfur as well as arsenic, and it's helpful for bringing lots of physical energy and also boosting anything you're manifesting. It's great for clarity of mind and also for decision making, as well as like a let's get into it, let's get the work done kind of attitude. Really helps with collaborative and group work, as well as positivity, confidence, and motivation. So that is bumblebee jasper. Protection, we've got some really good protection stones, but let's bring in some smoky quartz. This is great for protection, transmuting energy, so changing it into something fundamentally better. It's been used for quite some time to protect property from theft. Like as far back as the Middle Ages, it's been used for that. Helps to calm worry and relieve energy blocks too, but it's very protective. Wonderful for hope in uncertain times. It's used by many for chronic pain, and it helps with flexibility of mind. So if you've been kind of stuck in really rigid thinking and you're trying to expand your mind, this can be a really helpful stone to work with. So that is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz can be almost clear like these are, or really dark, almost black. So that's smoky quartz. And harmony with housemates, we have carnelian. Let's bring in herkimer. Herkimer can help with harmonizing really discordant energies, and also aids relaxation and being in the present moment. It boosts anything that you're manifesting and can also help with intuition as well as metabolism. So that is herkimer diamond. These are actually a type of clear quartz from the Herkimer, New York region. So we will bring these in. So all the best to you, Vic, as you work through all those good things. And definitely honey calcite. This is great for all of us. This helps to call in the best people that would kind of match with us best at this point in our life. So this is whether it's colleagues or housemates or new friends or new neighbors or new romantic partners. This just helps folks be kind of balanced with you. Helps too with optimism in really difficult times. And it's also really helpful for postmenopausal women, which I actually am one. That came about in my 30s, but it's helpful for me too. And all the best to you, Vic. I hope everything's working out. Key had a couple of requests. Well, Key/Patty. So we got red tiger eye, sugilite. Let's get in some chevron amethyst, some septarian, and some desert rose selenite. Desert rose selenite helps with finding housing as well as any kind of paperwork around property as well. So whether it's a lease or a mortgage or anything like that. This also helps to empower big life changes through like those small, consistent efforts that you're showing up for every day, and helps us to redefine ourselves after any kind of big change or big loss in our life. It's great for tummy troubles as well as acne and eczema, and can be really helpful in fighting viruses. It's very helpful for supporting the well-being of our animal companions, as well as men's health. So that is desert rose selenite. I'll put those around here. Septarian is really helpful for the solar plexus, our center of self, personal identity, and free will. This helps us to do deep emotional work, what's often called shadow healing, where we go to the most painful parts of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that we're least proud of, and really dig and see how we're getting in our own way and start to heal those things. It can help us by supporting us through that vulnerability that's required to really go deep in that healing. It's wonderful too for emotional growth and maturity, as well as any kind of identity crisis or feeling like you're not sure who you are. Wonderful for all of that, as well as muscle pain, muscle spasms, and skin wounds. So that is septarian. So we'll put these to kind of balance with our chrysocolla. Chevron amethyst is great for anything that is degenerative, whether it's like neurodegenerative or disc degenerative, anything like that. It helps to also like take what we are manifesting and boost that message up to spirit while opening us up to hear any responses. It helps with clairvoyance. It's especially helpful for things like shamanic journeying and channeling, any kind of visionary work, scrying, anything like that. And it's great too for tolerance of others. So that is chevron amethyst. So let's put this right here. There we go. So that's chevron amethyst. So good to see you, Patty. You're so welcome, Vic. Hey, Heart. Hope you're doing well. Sue, lots of love. Yeah, lots of love to you. We've got lots of grief stones in there, too. We've got jet and we've got black onyx and things. We love you. Lots of love for you and Greg. And court issues, gotcha. Court issues, we have aquamarine and sapphire in there. I'm trying to think of what else I can add for you. Dragon's blood. Let's bring in some dragon's blood for Sue. This is really helpful for grief, loss, and processing those really difficult emotions without losing ourselves. helps for, it's also really helpful for the strength and courage to change, for learning from our mistakes, and also for having patience with ourselves. It's wonderful for the immune system as well as the nervous system, as well as thyroid health, and can help with optimism, happiness, and definitely with wisdom. So we will go ahead and bring this in. Yeah, this definitely helps with grief in a really big way. And it looks like we're a little full in the center there, so I'm going to go ahead and just place this here. We'll see where it ends up as we keep going. And we've got both of the animal love stones. We've got desert rose selenite as well as leopard skin, but so much love to you. And gotcha. And thanks for repeating that, Del. Health, happiness, wealth, compassion, and to be in service to others. Compassion, we will definitely bring in pink kunzite. This is very much the embodiment of compassion. I always feel the Kuan Yin close when I hold it. So this helps with manifesting love, especially if it's like a commitment-based love, as well as opening our heart to love again after any kind of loss. It helps with hormones as well as chemical sensitivity and allergies, including those like mild skin itches we get when we're around something that our body doesn't completely agree with. It helps with nerve pain as well as any impacts that anesthesia might have on us after the fact. Wonderful for supporting new moms and helping soothe sleepless babies. And also really just helpful for love in all the ways. So definitely this. So compassion for sure is there. Let's put that right in front of the green kyanite. So health. Happiness. Happiness is fuchsite. Wealth, we've got all of the good wealth stones, citrine and pyrite. Compassion we just added, and to be in service to others, which I usually use like Larimer. So that's in there. For health, I want to add one. Let's add tree agate. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, and it helps to balance energy through the body, whether it's the bigger parts like the chakras that we might be more familiar with, all the way down to the smallest nadi, or where the energy flows throughout the body. It helps to bring that energy into balance regardless of what might be needed to do that. It's balancing no matter what is out of balance. And a way to refer to that references how they look at the energy body to begin with is tridoshic. Dosha is the body types, and this is good for all body types. Wonderful for inner peace, to notice, heal, and move on from bad habits and beliefs that are no longer serving. Helps with making new connections, and it's also helpful for just inner peace, dissolving ego, and calming emotional and physical nerves. So this I would say is like universal health. So that is for health. So we've got health, fuchsite is happiness, wealth, citrine and pyrite, compassion, pink kunzite, and to be in service to others, I would say is Larimer, because it helps with connection to all you're meant to do. So let's bring this in. Yeah, we'll put this here. There we go. I think we're good. Let me just see what I missed of Chris's requests. I think we got everything. Almost. Let's bring in some snowflake obsidian. Yeah, let's bring some snowflake obsidian and labradorite, and then let's get into the healing.
Oh, is my lap not big enough for you, little Miss Gertie girl? I'm sorry.
Snowflake obsidian helps us with inner peace and harmony, as well as serenity and hope after loss. wonderful for clairaudience, the intuitive guidance that we hear, and for calming overstimulation while also balancing body, mind, and spirit. Helps with recognizing and reorganizing the things that we do every day that aren't in alignment with our greater good. And it's also really helpful for processing guilt, especially like misplaced guilt. So let's do one here. And we'll do one here. There we go. And labradorite helps with improved sleep, clairvoyance, our spiritual sight. It helps us with enjoying travel, and it also gives us really fine sight to the fine details, like finding errors in a lot of work. It's great for coders and anyone doing any kind of book work. Helps too with research and study. It brings in a lot of energy to hold space for harmony in a workplace, and it helps to calm disputes in a way. So that's labradorite. So let's go ahead and bring in labradorite. Actually, let's do this here. Labradorite. There we go. So for those of you who are new, as we transition into the Reiki session, I always explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how you can make the most of your session. And while I do that, if you would like, go ahead and take a deep breath in and out, and this exercise will help to clear the energy of the space that you're in. So take that deep breath in and out and think of all the things you're grateful for. And then when you're ready, hit that like button if you haven't, and go into the chat and share anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. That shifts energy faster than pretty much anything else. And after I'm done explaining what Reiki is, we're going to drop right into the healing. So if you need to use the loo or anything like that, now is the time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your requests. And thank you for helping inspire this beautiful grid that we all get to enjoy. Thank you. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. All the details are there. And just so you know, I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same time every week. So this can just be part of your regular self-care, and you're welcome here. And I'm so grateful to have you all. And I truly mean that. So what is Reiki? Well, the style of Reiki that I'm trained in is known as Usui Reiki, and Reiki in general in the West is seen as like a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically with Usui Reiki, this method is created by Mikao Usui, who created it in the early 1920s Japan during a really difficult time in Japan's history. The Meiji Emperor had just passed, but basically still, if anyone was even misunderstood to be teaching anything of a religion, consequences were incredibly dire. So this particular method of working with this energy is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And I think that's why we love it so much in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's system, for that we can best look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan that very much still flavors their society and culture and worldview. And in that system, everyone and everything is thought to be interconnected and interlinked. And spirit, in this case, however you define it, provides this beautiful, spiritually guided soul energy, which is roughly what Reiki translates to. It's thought that this spiritually guided soul energy is flowing through all of us all the time, whether or not we're aware of it, like right now. and essentially that our body, mind, and spirit are using this energy all the time to help us to move through healing and our basic everyday resilience all the time. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to this energy and direct more of them to you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, because Reiki is not limited to human limitations. Reiki can be anywhere all at the same time, and it is everywhere all at the same time. So whenever you're watching this, it'll be here for you. And if you ever feel like you need some Reiki healing and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist. There's a bunch of past healings that you can enjoy anytime you need them. So how to make the most of your session today? Well, really, all you need to do is be open to Reiki in order to receive it. And by being here, you already are. So you're good. I generally recommend that you just get nice and physically comfortable as you can. Sitting up, laying down, doesn't matter. Whatever feels comfy to you. You can close your eyes and even take a little nap if you want. But you also don't have to stay still. You can get up, get your cup of tea. You can stretch, move, bend, journal, whatever feels right for you in this time. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. It's totally up to you. If at any point you want to go a little deeper into the session, or if you feel like you got distracted, just take a deep breath in and out. But just know that you don't have to keep your mind silent or focus on anything. You don't have to. You can just see what comes up and allow it to be. And for that, definitely during the session, you may have some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. You may be able to mentally think some things through logically that you've been struggling with. You may hear your subconscious. You may also get some deep spiritual awareness or awakening or epiphany or insight, intuition kind of thing. You may also have a lovely healing nap, and that is highly encouraged. So during the session, like I said, take a deep breath in and out anytime you feel like you want to go deeper or you got distracted or anything like that. I will send Reiki for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the music up. You can go ahead and enjoy that and check out my musical creator. She's linked at the bottom of the description. Her music is lovely, and she has her own YouTube channel. You can listen to all of her music all the time. I will also turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe, so you're good there. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll encourage you to come back to your body, and at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any questions, hearing any experiences you feel inclined to share. And that'll be our day. So definitely go ahead and enjoy. Know that I'm here actually again today because this is the 4 o'clock stream on Friday. I'll be here again at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and on Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, as well as Tuesday at 8 and Wednesday at 4. And if you want the whole list of all those days, they're in the description, but you can also subscribe with your notifications on so that hopefully you'll get a notification and you can join us. So thank you so much for being here. It truly is an honor to share this healing with all of you. So let's go take a closer look at that grid and see where it takes us. Ooh, pretty. Good job, everyone. I am grateful for Danielle, Reiki, warm clothes and socks, and chocolate. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, chocolate. I'm totally going to have hot cocoa later. Oh, who am I kidding? I put hot cocoa in my coffee this afternoon. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, I'm grateful for cookies, your kindness, cats, and jelly. Thank you, little tree. Oh. Love it, everyone. Oh, Sue, that's really beautiful. Ah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into that Reiki. So this one will be ending at about 5 after 6 local time in Philly. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, pick a song for us. There we go. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. I definitely put hot cocoa. I definitely put some chocolate syrup in my coffee. In my defense, I had to deal with the University City Post Office today. Yeah, I was like, here, I'm here to mail all these. They're like, here's a whole pile of all different types of postage stamps, all different amounts. Go stand in the corner and put them on there yourself. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not going to complain. I'm just grateful I get, the post office is here. But yeah, the University City Post Office is always a trip. A little bit of hot cocoa was definitely in the cards. So everybody, enjoy your session. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Hey, Guy, I hope you're doing well. I'll be back again at 8, too. You're so welcome, little tree. It's good to see you, Guy. Thank you, Guy. Everybody had some really beautiful requests, lots of synchronicity, lots of healing for the earth today. And Gertie slept through the whole session. Yeah. You've been on my lap for 2 hours. You're cool with it. Yay. Thank you everyone so much for being here. You're so welcome, Creative Diva. Thank you, Lori. You too. You're welcome, Chris, Lisa, Joanna, and Goddess of Four. Oh, that's really beautifully said. Thank you, Patty. Lots of love to you and Key. Dell, tingling from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. May we all walk in beauty. Well said. Thank you for being here, Dell. It's always beautiful to see you and Lori. And Chris and Hart. Good to see you. Oh, beautiful, Lisa. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And thank you, everyone. Seriously, all of the convo in the chat around everyone supporting each other and helping each other. That's just everything. Thank you so much, all of you, for being exactly the beautiful people you are. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that Eva's eating more and getting better. You're welcome, Heart. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to see you all, whoever wants to come back, see you all again at 8 p.m. with the next stream. It'll be just like this. And yeah, all of you in the wake of that storm, me too, we're supposed to be getting a lot of heavy flooding rains and heavy winds. The ground's already saturated. I doubt it'll happen, but if for any reason I'm on the next stream and I just sort of poof go away, it's probably because the power went out. So I just want to put that out there just in case. You know, it's like Murphy's Law. You prepare for everything and then it doesn't happen. I'm hoping that's the case. So with that, I'm going to say have an abundance of gratitude once again. Thank you for being here. And again, if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certifications, if you want to schedule your own one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or if you want to shop my crystals, check out learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.